Hello YouTube, and welcome back to my silly. We need materials, so let's go ahead and get a bunch of grass. That should be good for the time being. Now, I don't know if I want to do the path mixing today as of yet. I do know I'll probably want more of these lanterns. Let's just go over there, let's go figure it out. I've made some progress on the railway. That is not the focus of today's video. I'm going to try and mostly keep that in the background for your sakes. It's still a lot, but we have the intersection started, and I might do a episode just to showcase it. I think I mentioned that before, but I would like to do that and then spend the rest of my time just working on the rail itself. Now, what I am going to need from you is to stop focusing on that. I told you that's not the focus of this video, idiot. The focus of today's video is going to be over here, around where Copper's house is. I know Copper's been working on their house. They had mentioned fixing up the roof quite a bit. Yes, this is the state of their home. But again, not the focus. You. I need your attention over there, because this is going to be the focus of today. I will address that pillar later. There's a big cave here. It is quite sizable, and I want it not here anymore. I am going to cover this entire cave, which is what I grabbed a bunch of grass for. But first off, is this actually... Oh! Well, okay. This cave already actually has some offerings? Honestly, do we want to cover it up? It's got a whole amethyst geode just hanging out down there. The main problem with this whole being here is that I thought a pathway winding around like so and going up this hill in a little spiral would be absolutely incredible, and it could come up here. We could have one path go down that way and another come up this way and potentially connect back into the main pathway, or I could have it dissipate somewhere around here and you just generally walk. Oh, wait. We could open up the side of the cakery there and have it connect into the path, and that would be a lovely little connection so that you have to walk around the patio to properly access the path. Now, quick thing I do want to note, earlier today I was on and everyone else was on and it was a cool time, but we had big server crash. So my shulker box got deleted and I had to make a near exact replica of it. If you notice anything off about my shulker box, that is the reason why. Now, let's just start by flattening this out, because we need the path to come out from the bridge, and I don't want it to immediately get shoved upward for no reason. And we once again must consider, do I seal the hole? I mean, surely, right? There's not really any way I can not do that. Okay, I'm thinking there's a world where we keep it open along this line here. So I think I will aim to do that, tracing out the top of this like so. Alrighty, I have got that outlined. I don't think that'll look too bad, especially if we do a little work bringing the stone up around it. We could make this look pretty natural. So I guess I will see you on the other side without a time lapse, because I can't do those currently. Okay, it is done. It is one big flat grass plain over here. So we can finally start to plan out a bit of a shape for this. I had to go back for grass, and I also ended up having to dig up quite a bit of the old grass as well. It really went through our supply. Alright, but let's get down to this, right? The path is going to start here. I'm going to do it too wide, and then I am going to, work out the sides. But right now, I'm only really concerned with getting a decent shape. These kind of real curvy shapes can be kind of difficult to plot out. Let's go ahead and get some cobblestone here and kind of say where I want this path to go, right? I kind of wanted to do a little bit of this, and then I want it to start curving back, and then I want it to curve back outward, but start going this way, up this hill. Oh, and this is going to be such a cool mountain path as well, because it can pass underneath the bridge. We don't really ever do that. But yeah, this path right here, I don't know if I want it to go under this segment or this segment. I feel like this segment, right? We want to try and somehow curve it up to here. Because if we can do that, this is a much more complete archway. And yeah, it comes out much more where we would have wanted, right? Let's get to work a little bit on the other side even. So I'm thinking our path kind of fades off over here. So we're going to have some little scrappy bits. Go ahead and move that. And then our path will move back from this spot and go up the hill to kind of connect in. I don't think this one is going to be as thick as some of the others, since this is a footpath that only really I would logically be in use of. I do like to have a little bit of story around these sorts of things, so I'm thinking the other footpath should definitely see a little bit more travel, a little bit more wear. This one is basically just an extra, right? The real path is going to be the one that comes from here. Now I'm going to take this table out. And let's see, over here we have a double path. I guess here we can do a single path. Nothing stops us from having this be a little bit... What's going on here? Why are our tables a little different? That is spaced 1 away, this is spaced 2 away. That's why our tables are different. Those have never been even since this location's conception, and that's horrible. Okay, I don't know, I guess I'll just take the extra table and chairs here and stick them up in the cabinets over here. We'll see if I ever remember that if we want to put a new table and chairs down. Now the pathway is going to come down from here, past the cakery, almost as a little plaza area, and we are going to take just a lovely little trip down this way. And I guess we want it to meet somewhere down in here. I'm actually out of grass. Yeah, okay. I need more grass for landscaping, man. That's crazy. Okay, but we need this path to come up. And I guess I'll work with the terrain a little bit. Might give us a more interesting shape. Never know. And the path keeps curving. We got a bit of a curve going out this way, so I'm going to draw it back in. And this is a area where it's going to be really quite wide, really quite thick, because this is a very well-worn place. So get that, and do these two. Now, I guess we will go sleep over in the day 1 tower. And 1 more pearl up into the tower. Oh, right, wait. I need to return the bed. The bed is still lying next to the railroad. Oh. Okay. This is the fish. Oh, that's horrible. That's terrible. I didn't mention it, but the fish might have killed itself off camera. It climbed the waterfall and then dropped, and while we don't know the exact story, at least as far as my imagination goes, I believe he did that multiple times over until he finally succumbed to his injuries. Okay, well, that was quite a sight. We need this pathway to go somewhere. I mean, yeah, I guess directly down here, right? Maybe we could do a staircase. Oh, part of me would really like to have a big staircase, actually. There's something very... I mean, okay, this is me being very weird and stupid, but something is very satisfying to me about having big staircase, right? Oh no, it's not the pretty option, but it would be so satisfying. Oh, it would make my brain so happy to do. Oh, but I shouldn't do it just because of that. I shouldn't do it. And I want to get a nice, satisfying curve. Something that just feels good to ride around. Man, we gotta get a new horse sometime. We really do, because we have a world that I think is going to be very fun to travel by horse. Alright, now here is where the actual turn has to start. So I'm thinking probably carve it out like that. And then we can have this bump out, fill this strange crack in, and is this satisfying enough to constitute a turn in my eyes? Oh, that's a little sharp. Hold on. Let's go ahead and soften that edge up just a little bit. I'm still a little mixed. Alright, I've done a little bit of softening up. I don't think that's too bad. It's not. Soften it up a little further? One more block? Maybe? Sure. I'm okay with that for the time being. Now, I guess we can come up a rather steep part right here. And this is going to take you straight up. And once we're here, we are getting pretty close to the territory of staircase, where we can have one nice, satisfying flat staircase that goes all the way from right here, I would say, this block, and I'm just going to dig this down into a perfect stairwell. Oh my, this is about to cut rather deep into the terrain. That might add to the satisfaction. Ooh, bamboo. Oh, you won't know what I mean. I don't know what I mean. I know what I mean. I have an idea, and it's going to significantly extend the project time. I feel like I've gone too far down now. I'm just straight up underground. Wow, how deep have I gone? Oh, that's perfect. Sure. I think that's what we're going to go with for the time being. This is absolutely perfect for my intentions today. We have one massive staircase dug out of the terrain, and I think we're going to actually need to dig quite a bit more. Okay, now I think this next part is going to look really crazy. I think we need to dig 2 more blocks out on either side. This is going to be a big feature, but you know what? I'm having more ideas for it. I feel like we must. Okay, quick pause here. Oh, I wish I could give you a time lapse of this because this is so satisfying, man. We're cutting these lovely squares out of the land, and the trench is slowly forming. The big hole is nearly complete. How nearly is nearly? Okay, well, the coal slowed us down quite a bit, but you get to see the last morsels of what remains, and at long last, all that is left is the stairwell. Wait a second. Is this where it was meant to end? Why does it look so... Whatever, man. Whatever. This is cool. And I have a bunch of chests because of Cube. Alright, let's go ahead, get a ton of stuff dumped away, because we are going to need to go into, I suppose, part 2 of this here project. Alright, let us start off easy here. I am going to take and dig out a strip next to the staircase. Oh, wait a minute. Am I going to do something about this? I think I know how I intend to handle it, and that is by not handling it at all. Alright, well, I want to plant grass all the way along here. Maybe. Or maybe not. Maybe I want 1 block dug out here, 1 block dug out here, and somewhere in the middle of these two. Is this the exact middle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice. Awesome. That's the exact middle. So I will do the same over on the other side. So 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. Perfect. Now I'm going to take this and actually replace this manually with stone. And the pathway is going to have to come up here. That is still a little bit janky. It's going to be a little bit of a rough ride. But I think we can make it work here. So you are coming up this rough, shaky mountain path. But when you reach the top, oh, will it be worth it? Because you will be greeted by this here pathway, and I am going to do a fair bit here to try and blend it together with the path block. So let us path this. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So the path snakes up, and then you reach the trench. And here at the trench, I am going to take a bunch of stone, actually, and I'm going to run it back over to Copper's home. Okay, we have cut the stairs, and I have also gone and done some work on the pathway here. So we do snake around just a little bit. I think we need to thicken it on this side, just a smidge. Start thickening it out just a wee bit here. If you can't tell, I literally just did this. Okay, now let's go up. And I have a bunch of stone stairs here to fill out the staircase. Oh yes. Oh yes. Now this is going to be much, much more official. And there it is. I should probably take and do another fade in with the stone, which I don't have. Okay. Now I have? Question mark? Alright, do one block there, and we can put a block over here. Why not? Alright, big stone staircase is complete. Now I need to fill in the sides, and for that, I'm thinking it is between oak wood and spruce wood. And I kind of want to do oak wood, because I kind of abuse spruce wood a lot. There's already a lot of spruce in here. And while it would fit the palette, yes, it's probably the better option, yes. But I want to go with something that I wouldn't typically do. Now, we are probably going to... Let's do a log on either side, like so. And I suppose there can be one up there. It would not otherwise be visible, so this is very well planned. Now, I need to build these up, and these are going to be pillars between what will simply be oak wood wall. Now, how exactly I want to structure that oak wood wall is what we need to figure out next. I have a ton of wood because we had a ton of trees down there, which is always awesome. It's always nice to be very well supplied. I'm thinking that I want to do something like this. This is what I want to do. I want a staircase along the side, and I want it to be a nice and clean staircase that pays no heed to the world around it. So let's start the stairs going here, and so that would do something like that. Boy, is this going to be an interesting build. Alright, well, we could potentially go straight across for this one. So that would also kind of justify our segmenting of this. I know for a fact we want to come to here. Do we want to go maybe slabs up, right? I think we could probably justify, especially at this height. Okay, maybe a little higher. We can definitely justify going higher. Okay, let's get slabs. I think we're doing this. Okay, we're going to take the slabs, and I want to just do a simple staircase going one slab up at a time. So, like so. Like so. Perfect, right? Maybe not. Maybe not perfect. Right, it's quite short on that side. I guess that isn't the worst thing. I can definitely get over that for sure. Let's just go and fill this in. Let's go for it. Okay, cool. I have the walls built much further up now. I don't... No, I'm not gonna fill in there. I don't think I have to, like, at all. Okay. This is going to come to here, right? Well, okay, I guess that's something to figure out. The staircase is going to go up, like so. Will it? Seems... hold on. I think it's reasonable to take this one block up, in which case, yes, the staircase does come to that height. And then one block at a time, take the pillar, build it back up, and that means that we meet all the way up here. Oh, that's running parallel. I don't love that. Maybe I'm okay with it. Maybe I'm not. This is a very weird thing we've done. Okay, tell you what, I want to at least raise this by 1 because I really don't want it running parallel. That is just so weird. So I guess we are going to once again raise that. Hopefully it doesn't look too unnatural with the part below. Okay, now, right, I think that does look a lot better, at least somewhat staggered. Let's go ahead and get some food. Lovely cake. You know, it's been a little while. I haven't really ran my cake empire in a while, have I? But we can sit down and enjoy ourselves one absolutely lovely, delicious cake that will take care of my currently not that bad hunger problem. I can't eat all of this. Let's just go ahead and make bread like I usually do. Okay, so the walls are now completely filled in. This is a very strange... Oh, what have I done? What have I done? Oh no. It's not centered on the arch, but it's so close. It could be, but only if I destroy everything I've done so far. Oh my, would I be willing to do that? Would I be willing to do that? You have no idea how much of a predicament I am in right now. I really want to do that, but I don't remotely have the time. I do not have the time for that. Do I finish the build? Do I finish the build knowing the sins I have committed? Oh. I think I have to. I think there's no turning back. We've gone too far. He who is born of sin is damned to forever live within sin. Let's just do this. I want water spouts. I want them coming from each pillar. They're going to flow directly down into the designated holes from earlier. And with these two, the water spouts are complete. That already looks actually way better. This is such a build, such a build. My feelings are very mixed right now because I really like the project we're working on, but I hate everything about it. Okay, well, let's go and get one quick, very important material. Actually, I might detour home and then gather material and then meet you back here. Okay, it is time. 2 blocks that will make everything perfect. Bamboo, which is weirdly very, very satisfying to grow. I have never I've never bone mealed a bamboo, but man, the fact that it only grows when you bamboo the top, it's like you're just tracing this path straight up, painting some happy little trees. This is lovely. This is great. I might just string all of this off as well. like as soon as we finish this, leave it exactly as it is, because right now I'm kind of growing it in a very random way, where it's just however high I happened to jump whenever I was growing those over there. And I think that kind of randomness is really going to bring a natural breath of life into the build, so I would like to maintain it. Okay, well, it turns out I was wrong, and you can actually bone meal any part of it. I don't know why I thought it had to be the top, but whatever, I guess it influenced my technique at least, and I didn't even notice I hadn't done this side. Here it is. I believe this is going to be our final product. This incredibly fancy staircase here. I do need to... What? Hall? Hall? I can't phone... What? Hello? Hello? Why those two? Why those two? Can it not be the top block? Does it have to... Is it done? Is it not going to grow further? I guess I can manually put it down, but that lacks the leaves, right? You can tell that this was done by hand. I don't like that. Oh, hold on. Okay, now we can bone meal some of them? Oh, okay, that one went up. Tell you what, that's good. I didn't mean to put that there. Let's make one last trip home, and I want to grab as much string. Okay, well, not as much as I can. I want to grab a decent portion of string. So, oh, hold on. I wouldn't have any at home. I've been using it all to craft wool. I have string now. I would like to string off all of the bamboo so that it all remains at the exact height that it is, because I believe that this place is perfect, exactly the way we made it. Okay, all of the string is in. It is a little bit more visible than I would like from below, but wow. Wow, is that a really quite cool sight? And it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. What are you talking about? What would or wouldn't exist here? Nothing exists. I think I am happy calling this an episode. It is a really interesting build. Oh, part of me doesn't want to make it the thumbnail, because I like the build-up that we've had to it, but, so goes the life of making a video every day and making the thumbnails, the exact thing I did in the video. I don't really know how I could avoid doing so, but I am going to get a quick thumbnail shot, because, wow, this looks lovely in this lighting. So this is exactly what you there, viewer, clicked on. I hope you're happy with yourself. Besides that, I'm fairly happy with the pathway here. It could, of course, use some decorations around the side, get some fences, get some trees maybe, bushes, the works. But for the time being, I'm pretty satisfied with that, and we're not ready to end the episode just yet. We've got a new addition to the garden today, so welcome, RNG M4C. If you'd like your name added in a future episode, I add everybody who's ever commented on a video in the series. Thanks for watching, but I will be seeing you there tomorrow. Bye.